nights I sat alone in a dark room with my thoughts, trying to wear a smile when inside I was falling off, holding together pieces of a heart already worn, carrying pain I couldn't name since the day that I was born. The deeper that I buried it, the heavier it became. The harder I fought to stay okay, the more I slipped away. Bills on the counter, fear in my chest, too much weight, not enough rest. I kept telling everybody, man, I'm doing fine, while I was slowly losing every piece of my mind. When I had no strength left in these hands, and I couldn't understand how I was still standing through the pain. When life pushed hard and my faith ran thin, right when I thought that I was finished, God
Buffalo.
stepped in. Oh, He didn't let me break. No, He didn't let me fall. When I had nothing left at all, He held together every piece through it all. God didn't let me break. There were mornings I woke up already tired of the day, try to find the words to pray, but nothing came. Silent tears behind my eyes, heavy chains nobody saw. I learned how to laugh out loud while hurting through it all. Nobody knew how close I came to finally let Him go, but somehow grace kept finding me when I was running low. Verses stayed beside me when I couldn't feel a thing, and God kept carrying the weight I couldn't break. When I had no strength left in these hands, and I couldn't understand how I survived the darkest days. When life pushed hard and my face ran thin, right when I thought that I was finished, God stepped in. Oh, He didn't let me break. No, He didn't let me fall. When I had nothing left at all, He held together every piece through it all. God didn't let me break. Oh, I've been bruised, I've been worn, I've been lost, I've been torn. There were nights I couldn't sleep, fighting battles way too deep, and every time I almost gave in, God reached down and called me in. If I'm still standing, it's only by grace. If I'm still breathing, it's because He made a way. When I had no strength left in these hands, and I couldn't understand how I survived the darkest days. When life pushed hard and my face ran thin, right when I thought
sight. Make sense. Keep on walking. The door is locked tonight. Through the rain and the pain and the great disdain I have for the fool that decided to blaze the trail right across these rocks. And the gnats that's buzzing in my ears so loud that I cannot hear the voices in my head saying stop. 10 more miles to the lookout, one more gap and one more climb. 10 more miles to the lookout, keep on walking, I'll be fine. 10 miles to the lookout, 10 more miles to the lookout. Night falls all around me, phone's dead, headlamp's gone. Each step is a leap of faith now. Still I stumble on. The rain and the pain and the great disdain I have for the fool that decided to blaze the trail right across these rocks. And the gnats that's buzzing in my ear so loud that I cannot hear the voices in my head saying stop. What's the line?
10 more miles to the
lookout. 10 more miles to the lookout. One more gap and one more climb. 10 more miles to the lookout. Keep on walking, I'll be fine. 10 more miles to the lookout. 10 more miles to the lookout. So we're playing a cool guitar solo here. And the Amish ladies doing magic, whatever you want, go ahead and grab it. Yard sales putting something on the grill. Crazy hair will show you there, all the way to the Delaware. Slacking for a week, I think I will. Through the rain and the pain and the great disdain I have for the fool that decided to place the trail right across these rocks. And the gnats that's buzzing in my ears so loud that I cannot hear the voices in my head staying stuck. 10 more miles to the lookout, one more gap and one more climb. 10 more miles to the lookout, get through these rocks and I'll be fine. 10 more miles to the lookout, 10 more miles to the lookout, 10 more miles to the lookout.
Appalachian Bone Spur. Available on iTunes and Spotify. Here we go, July 27th. Hiking out of the Lookout Hostel. Really weird without my tramley with me. I don't have Lost and Found, Scat Pack, Pac-Man, or Waterboy with me right now. Waterboy's gonna come back and do the Delville section to Rockfish Gap with me, but he's finishing up a section in Connecticut. So I'm hiking out all alone today. Feels really weird. I miss my tramley dearly. They became really, really close to me. Great friends, great people. And but here we go, the last leg. So I'll hike 4 days from here to Delaware Water Gap, and then I'll be picked up by Waterboy, and we'll head back to the Delville, Virginia area, mile 760, in between Delville and Glasgow, and then I will hike the last 500 miles and end my hike right here at the Lookout Hostel. Some of the most amazing people you'll ever meet on the Appalachian Trail own the Lookout Hostel. Bernadette and Glenn, yard sale and crazy hair. Just amazing. People really helped me a lot in 2023 when my hike was coming to an end and I wasn't in a good headspace, but they took me in at the Lookout Hostel and treated me like family. So they became family. Here we go. Appalachian Trail 2.0, baby. The final 550. Back in Roxylvania. Not bad, but I think I'm getting ready to get up on Knife's Edge here. But the rocks are bad in Pennsylvania, but they're not any better, or they're as bad or worse in New Hampshire, so it's nothing I haven't done. So anyway, just going slow, making sure I don't fall. Appalachian Trail 2.0, baby. Pennsylvania is beautiful, folks. Knife's Edge, Pennsylvania style. There's a family of turkeys walking the trail right in front of me. Mama and some babies. Hello from the top of Bake Oven Knob in beautiful Pennsylvania. Unfortunately, there's some graffiti up here.
AT parking lot.
I was just looking. This shelter looks like it got charred in the fire. We walked across the ridge to get down here, and there had been a fire obviously up there in years past, but this one's definitely got some char from the fire. Here is the George Outer Bridge shelter. This one's been around here a while, it looks like. It's deep. Here is the Lehigh River at Lehigh Gap. There's Dutch up in front. Turn around and say hi there, crazy hair.
Hello, hello.
There's Dutch. Beautiful. Crazy hair came to pick me up. Slack packing me a little bit today. We're gonna take tomorrow off because it looks like it's a toad strangler. And then we will hike together up out of Lehigh Gap, up that bad boy. It's a nice little rock scramble. We'll do that on Wednesday.
I was deep in the Bigelow, soaked to the bone. My spirit was cracked, I felt alone. The wind cut sharp and the sky turned gray. I thought maybe Maine can wait another day. So I pulled out my phone with a trembling thumb, called the Maine Roadhouse and said, I think I'm done.
Maine Roadhouse.
Two women run the place, they're both named Jen. Taking hikers like long lost friends. Jen Blue drove up in her bright yellow bus. The blue in her hair and a smile I could trust. She said, come on in, you done your best. Just like that I knew I'd been blessed. Oh yes. Let's take one more ride on the Appalachian Express. Off to the roadhouse, there's no need to stress. Lobster Mac's a bubbling, the tunes never end. It's a roadhouse revival with my thru hiking friends. Somewhere sits a table like she runs a cafe. Jack's doing yoga for the second time today. Hitches in the bathrobe with ice on his knee, while Panic Chicken Runaway explain D&D. Bone Spur on guitar, Mogul on the djembe, singing Wagon Wheel at our hiker trash soiree. All day. Let's take one more ride on the Appalachian Express. Off to the roadhouse, there's no need to stress. Lobster Mac's a bubbling, tunes never end. It's a roadhouse revival with my thru hiking friends. Let's all vortex here and make this magic last. No wait for tomorrow, no wait from the past. The next mountain can wait, let's write a book. There's always a view, there's always a view, you just need to look. Guitar solo. A couple years later, stuck in the sprawl. Deadlines and traffic debates that stall. The world's gone loud and kindness thin, so I close my eyes and breathe it all in. That yellow bus glow, the trail healing kind. I'm stuck back in the roadhouse, at least in my mind. Let's take one more ride on the Appalachian Express. Off to the roadhouse, there's no need to stress. Lobster Mac's a bubbling, the tunes never end. It's a roadhouse revival with my thru hiking friends. With my friends, my thru hiking friends. Yeah. Yeah, but what to find? Just another climb up, another steep grind. It's 1,000 feet up, 500 down. Through the green tunnel, my thoughts spin around. 2 steps forward and 1 step back. 5,000 wide places keep me on track. There's no such thing as a pointless up and down. Each step we take gets us closer to town. Trail provides if you give it your all. So hike your own hike even after a fall. There's no such thing as a pointless up and down. Bud of Vermont tried to pull off my shoe. Pennsylvania's the place where boots go to lose. New Hampshire's gonna humble, the Wildcats will tear. But the trail doesn't mind if you're ready or scared. It's 1,000 feet up and 500 down. Through the green tunnel, my thoughts spin around. 2 steps forward and 1 step back. 5,000 wide places keep me on track. There's no such thing as a pointless up and down. Each step we take gets us closer to town.
Bone Spur Appalachian, right there's the man. He got dinner tonight. Look at all this food. There's a little rock hopper. I don't remember your trail name. Grasshopper. And there's yard sale, and there's buffalo. And there's my best buddy in the whole wide world, Rockhopper. Say hi, Rockhopper.
Hi.
There's yard sale. Look at all this pizza. Holy smoke. Got the salad. This is life at the Lookout Hostel, folks. You better come see them. Here comes Crazy Hair. This is what he's got to come up and around. Some people go that far. I just came right up the middle. Glenn's done this probably 50 times by now. Climbing out of Lehigh Gap. Little tricky, technical. It's probably the hardest spot of the climb here because you got a lot of room to splat back behind you if you fall backwards.
Yeah, don't be falling backwards.
No backwards. All right, let me get that shot right there. Stand up when you can. That's beautiful. So here's a little gap hawk watch. So they made little chairs for people to sit on here, and they watch hawks. I don't see any today. That's why they call it a watch. We're watching for them. Hello, little fella. Where are you going?
Oh, he's fast.
He was fast. It was lightning. Hey, Ramdino, look who I got here with me. Crazy Hair from the Lookout Hostel, my favorite hostel on the whole Appalachian Trail. So when I quit and then unquit in April, I came up here and yard sale, and Crazy Hair hiked into the New Jersey with me. And now I am back at their place and hiking to the Pennsylvania-New Jersey border, and then I'll end my through hike at their hostel in probably mid-September. But anyway, I always look forward to having Crazy Hair out here with me and hiking. He's became a really good friend. I'm gonna let him give you the water update since Pennsylvania, this part of Pennsylvania, is so tricky.
Well, for the rest of the people coming through PA, as it's slowing down right now, we have good water at the Lookout, which you can always fill up at.
The best.
8 miles north of the Lookout, there's a water cache, which is pretty reliable, you can count on. And there's another water cache 20 miles from the Lookout Hostel, which is reliable. So.
And then we got a shelter. What's the name of that shelter?
Oh, George Outerbridge Shelter.
George Outerbridge Shelter. I was through there yesterday. No, it was a rain day yesterday, the day before yesterday. And there is a spring there, but it was just trickling. Maybe take you 30 minutes to fill up a liter. We did get about 1.5 inches of rain last night, so hopefully it's flowing a little bit better. But pay attention to your water sources. And as always, Ramdino, thanks for everything you do. Appalachian Trail 2.0, baby.
Have a good one.
Yep, that about fell. And you witnessed it. And this, folks, is Rocksylvania. There's just no place to put your feet without rocks. And this is a not so bad section. Just no place to put your feet without being on a rock with an angle. Then it gets a little bit better for a little while. Fewer rocks. Then you go about 30 yards and bam, you're right back in them. It's hard to tell where the trail is. So you look for white blazes and just try not to turn an ankle. Or trip. Just when you think Rocksylvania can't get any worse, the rocks just get a little bit bigger. This is about the spot I was in 2023. My knees were killing me. And I remember saying, God, just give me a sign to let me know that my thru hike's over or not. And somewhere up here around the corner, I fell flat on my face and my two hands were on rocks and my face was underground. If there would have been a rock right where my head was, I would have knocked out all my teeth and maybe done even more damage. But I think that was a pretty good sign that I was done. So I took the next day off. Then I hiked the final 7 miles into Delaware Water Gap and ended my hike at mile 1300 in 2023. Look at me now. I'm gonna get all 2,198 miles this year, God willing. Much better. But it won't last. We'll be back in the rocks before long. But this is nice when you run into a section like this in Pennsylvania. Good morning. My last 7 miles in Pennsylvania. Well, until I come back to Pennsylvania from Virginia, but I started at the Lookout hiking to the Pennsylvania-New Jersey border, which is about 50 miles. My final 7 miles in today. Then we jumped back to Virginia. And then I finished my hike at the Lookout Hostel. I think I've got 480 miles left after today. So I'm getting there. Appalachian Trail 2.0, baby. A little bit of a sunrise there. Got some clouds rolling across the valley, which is pretty cool to watch. I don't know if you'll be able to see them on camera or not, but they're moving. Walking through these, about tripped. Walking through these sun rays this morning has been absolutely wonderful, beautiful. On trail this morning about 5:45, finishing up the last 50, 60 miles of Pennsylvania. Then me and Waterboy jump back up to mile 760, where I left off in April, between Daleville, Virginia and Glasgow, Virginia. And then me and Waterboy will walk together to Rockfish Gap, which is the beginning of the Shenandoahs. And that's where Waterboy started his hike this year, was at Rockfish Gap. So got him for another 130 miles, somewhere in there. Miss Waterboy's coming out. I'm trying to convince Mrs. Pac-Man and Pac-Man to come out and hike a little bit with us. And we'll see how it goes. Appalachian Trail 2.0, baby. Looks like I'm on a road walk for a little bit. Little logging road, but look at those sun rays. That's beautiful. Well, here we go. I'm crossing this state line and this bridge for the third time. First time was with Rockhopper and Yard Sale in 2023 when I ended my hike right here after 1,300 miles. Had to go home and get 2 knee replacements, 2 hip replacements. And this year, after I hiked the first 760 miles of the trail, I thought, up here and at least do the last 900 miles from here to Mount Katahdin, just in case I can't make it all the way. I'll be able to say I section hiked it. So now I've done the last 900 miles of the trail. Came back to the Lookout Hostel and hiked 60 miles or 50 miles from the Lookout Hostel to here. Now me and Waterboy go back to Daleville, Virginia, mile 760, and then I'll hike mile 760 to mile 1247 and end my hike this year as a free hike at the Lookout Hostel. Here we go, baby. Appalachian Trail 2.0.